As a professional psychic, there is a lot that I want to make clearer and more accessible about what psychic gifts are all about. Here's something that I've learned from my communications, my direct experiences with spirit, and which later in life I found echoed and confirmed by different researchers and philosophers of consciousness. When we're not in a body, we have really easy access to all the information in the universe. We create with the power of our mind, with our imagination, our feelings, and our thoughts, and we can tap into knowledge in every single corner of the universe. So if you think about it, that is what our psychic capacities are. They are that information highway from that comes in, so we can tap into information wherever it may be found across time, space, and dimensions. And the other side of our psychic abilities is about output, about impacting reality with our intention, with our consciousness. Our soul is always psychic. Now, what happens then is we come into a body, we incarnate, and our body, our brain, our nervous system behaves like a filter. What is it a filter for? It creates the experiences that pertain solely to this person, to this personality, to this being that we are here to experience. It anchors us in the here and now versus being tapped into everything, the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. Not that. We want to actually be in this body. We want to be in this moment and this place and space. So what our body does is actually it reduces that psychic input. And it becomes available to us to the degree that it is relevant to us. Our body reduces the psychic input so that we don't go absolutely bananas, taking in so much from everywhere and having like this fluid reality that changes with every thought. That would be extremely disorienting. Most of us aren't born with these superpowers that alter reality with every thought. And that's also why it takes some concentration and focused practice for many of us to develop those spiritual gifts. And also for most of us, they don't feel as immediate as just our physical senses. They're not, as available to us as our sight and our hearing and our sense of touch and so on. Now, the thing is that on the other hand, if we hyper-focus on the physical, on material reality, we can become so disconnected from that vast, free spiritual being that we are at heart, and that nourishing psychic flow that keeps us actually tapped in and feeling connected, that we can become depressed and we can become destructive. We can feel basically alone, alienated, and trapped in our own skulls. Because, among other things, our psychic channels allow us to remember and feel the love flowing from the source, and they allow us to feel the ways that we are connected with one another. So let's summarize. Number one, as a spirit being, we are all psychic. Number two, our body helps filter the psychic input and output that our spirit is normally naturally tapped into in the most helpful ways to keep us anchored in living this life. That means that we can develop our psychic capacities in helpful ways through practice and through focus. Because number three, we actually still need that ongoing connection. We can't be so cut off that we no longer feel all of the interconnected web of spirit all around us. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more information like this, and I will put some reading resources below so that you can think about this further if thinking about these topics is interesting to you. I'll see you in the next video.